Hey, sports fans, welcome back to Inside Titan Sports. My name's Eric Kohler, and as always, thanks for joining us. We've got a great show lined up for you as we have 3 athletic segments put on by our wonderful production crew. But first, let's kickstart some things and talk with our Director of Athletics. He is Jeff Carr. Hey, Coach, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me, Eric. Kickstart, huh?
Yeah, kickstart. How about
no pun
that?
intended, soccer, kickstart.
How about that? The head coach of women's
There we
soccer.
go, yeah.
Hey, you finally got time to digest last season. A great, successful campaign again. 13-3. You made the national semifinals, and plus we hosted the national championship. Looking back on that season, what are your thoughts now?
I'm still tired. Hosting the national championship is a lot of work. We were excited that we got so far. And then on the other end, we didn't play very well in that game, and Tyler beat us, and they ended up winning the national championship. But yeah, I'd forgotten we were 13-3. I only remember the last game that we lost. But no, it was a great season. Some of the kids really stepped up. We had some kids play magnificent. For example, Katie Lockwood was National Player of the Year.
Right.
She's just committed this past week to University of Alabama, playing the SEC. We're so excited for her. And she'll be in the SEC where Bunny Shaw is playing as well. So really, really thrilled for her and our other 2 All-Americans. And the talent that we'll be losing, plus the talent that we have returning, plus some of the special players we have coming in this fall. We're really excited about this fall. We were excited about our season, this past season, but now we're looking forward.
So speaking of which, national championships coming back to Melbourne in 2019. How many years out do you have to put a bid in there to host a wonderful event such as that?
Yeah, usually when you put a bid, it's for 3 years, but we put that bid in about 4 years ago.
Okay.
So we hosted this past year as part of that bid. We thought we were going to host it consecutively 3 years in a row, but then Alabama came into the picture for 1 year.
Okay.
They're hosting it up there, and then we'll host it again in 19. So we're excited about that.
Well, it's great exposure for the program, too, because Eastern Florida, the brand, especially women's soccer, I mean, year in and year out, Coach, you reload, and I know that's a testament to you as you only get a look 2 years. I mean, what's your magic right now and how things look now since you got here in 2009?
Well, yeah, everything has changed since I got here in 2009, just from our athletic facilities in general, not just soccer. I mean, we had no tennis courts. We had a rubber floor in the basketball gym, embarrassingly to say. Now we have a nice wooden floor. We have a new, soccer stadium, a practice soccer field, new tennis courts, and a brand new softball field that just opened up last year. So, that's a testament to Dr. Ritchie and his love for athletics, but also for student athletes and for students in general, just to give them opportunities not only to play these various sports, but also to go to these sports and give the true college experience to our not only our athletes, but to our students on campus.
So the student-athlete experience has really changed in a positive manner for the Titans. Now, let's talk women's soccer. We looked back, let's look forward now.
Okay.
We lost some players. What are some exciting new faces that are coming on the campus in Melbourne for Titans soccer?
Yeah, we'll have Kiera Gibson's coming. She's already signed her scholarship from Scotland. She's plays for the U19 national team for Scotland and plays for Celtic, one of the biggest clubs in Scotland. We have a young lady, Anita, from Spain, plays for their national team that's coming. We have some local girls actually that are coming in we're really excited about. Morgan Miller from Mel High. We have, oh my goodness, Jocelyn from Mel High's coming, and a couple other local girls as well. So we're really excited about the nucleus we have that is actually local. And we brought in 4 new players at Christmas as well. We had Kelly Lindquist that played at was on the UCF team that transferred in. We're really excited about her. A local girl, she won a state championship a year ago with Merritt Island High School, so we're really excited to have her. We have Josephine that came in. She's from Norway, but she plays for the Portuguese national team. Vilja from Finland that played for the national team when she was younger. Really exciting. Alexis, who is from Satellite Beach High School, but didn't play her senior year. She graduated early to come in, so we're really excited about her. She's a holding mid. And she played at Space Coast. So we really, probably the most talent locally we've ever had on the team this fall. So we're really excited about that. So I'm going to guess there's probably 12 or 13 local kids between walk-ons and kids on scholarship. So really excited about that. And then we have, some other returning players. Ebony Wiseman, she's on every D1 radar, SEC schools, Pac-12 schools. ACC are calling about her right now. Christina Garriga, who is a big Spanish 6-foot, plays out wide for us, is returning. So we're really excited about the nucleus we have returning, plus the new players. And the 4 we brought in at Christmas was nice, so we could have them for spring season, which we actually start our spring season this week. We go to JU to play, and we're going to Mercer next week, and then we play Florida Tech at home in April, and then we play Kaiser at home in April. So you're allowed 4 play dates, so we're really excited about the teams we're getting to play.
So with those events right there, you said 4 dates. What are you kind of looking for the team? How they gel, chemistry? What are your points as a coach?
Yeah, so the spring season is tough in that it's a grind because you only get 4 dates.
Okay.
You know, while like softball and baseball in the fall, in their off season, they get 20 dates. You know, we're hoping to get that rule changed. So it's hard to motivate the kids to train and bust their butt and get in the weight room and all that when you only have 4 dates. So we haven't had one yet. So we have our first one this week against JU, which they're excited about now because they're finally getting close to actually getting to play somebody, because it's tough just playing each other all the time.
Right.
To keep them motivated. So that's a tough thing. But so we're looking at just getting better. So I mean, because of we're only 2 years class, so we have our sophomores play, while 4-year schools most likely don't have their seniors playing.
Okay.
So we need them to have the numbers to play. But out of the ones that will be returning, we want to see them improve technically, just their tactics, their mind of the game, understand the game better, and get bigger and stronger. To get stronger so we prevent injuries and just be able to battle, because it's such a physical game as well. So our upper body needs to be stronger as well. So, looking at that and just our first step, getting quicker, agility type stuff, and so combine it all to improve individually and as a team as well. So sometimes we play our returners against those that are graduating, and a little competition there. Right now, the returners have won 3 games, and those that will be graduating have won 0. So yeah, so there's a lot of talent there. But at the same time, we have some very special sophomores, 3 All-Americans that we'll miss, and some of the other kids as well. So we have 7 right now that'll be going on to play at the next level. We'll probably have 4 at Division I schools. So we're really excited about that.
Real quick, while we got you, one of the dates, how can some of the fans come out and check out the women's soccer? What's the first date of the first event for the spring?
Yeah, so you put me on the spot there.
Okay.
And I don't know the specific. We play Florida Tech at home in April.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's the 17th of April. I know our last scrimmage against Kaiser is a Saturday, is April the 28th. And we play Kaiser, and we play a club team that day. So it's about play dates, not games.
Okay.
For junior college. So we're playing 2 smaller games on the 28th to finish off the season, and technically you have to be finished with your spring season by April 30th.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach, appreciate all you do. Thanks for your time. I know you're a busy man.
Thanks for having me, Eric.
That's cool. We'll take a short break, come back with Inside Titan Sports. That was Jeff Carr. Stay right there.
Create the career of your dreams with a degree from Eastern Florida State College. Earn a bachelor's degree, associate's degree, or college certificate in growing job fields like healthcare, business, and computer technology. On campus or online, you can find inspiration and success. Anything's possible where Titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Hey fans, welcome back to Inside Titan Sports. Please welcome back to the show, Manager of Athletic Communications. He is Michael Parsons. Hey Mike, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Tell you what, exciting season. March Madness is upon us. Both the men's and the women's teams are going. They're going dancing.
Yeah.
Set it up for the men's team.
Yeah, it definitely is a fun time when March Madness hits.
Yeah.
And everything around around the whole gym is just a buzz right now because both teams are getting ready for postseason, and that's always a beautiful thing. The men's team is back in the hunt and really talented in the semifinals and finals at the College of Central Florida this weekend. So we're excited to make that run again and hopefully win a state title, something we haven't done in close to 18 years.
Well, the biggest thing, Jeremy Schulman, his energy in this team, each and every year, he gets so many players just to buy into the program. You had the last game of the season, 11 players scored.
Yeah.
I mean, those are a lot of mouths to feed, and that was an important game to shore up the conference championship.
It really was an important game, and we were kind of joking about it that it was the Shaq and Jack show in the last game, and it was really kind of this cool thing where Shaq Carter absolutely had a great game, one of his best games he's probably had as a Titan in his last regular season game, and hopefully that just leads to more and more. And he was telling me after the game that his legs feel really good, and as a big man, when your legs feel good, big things happen. And in that game he just dominated. And Nathaniel Jack's a freshman, and once he finds that stroke, it seems like he hits one and he can just go off. And he had like 5 3-pointers in like a 5-minute span, and we were off and running. And if we can get that kind of stuff at the state tournament, there's no team that I think can beat us. I mean, we're just so deep. You're not even talking about our conference player of the year and Ahmed Ali and Michael Nuga and Eli Abev. You're talking about other guys that are stepping up, and it just makes Jeremy's team just really deadly.
Michael Nuga was on the show Inside Titan Sports. He did a great job. Everybody raved about how he did up here under the lights. But the thing about him, he's got that quick step. He's got athleticism, and that's just a very powerful young man for Jeremy Schulman is Michael Nuga.
Yeah, it really is. He's a special player. He really is. He can drive, and he's just got that quickness. That first step is so quick that it seems like he's already by his guy, and he's to the basket before anybody even realizes what he's doing. And it's a beautiful combination between him and Ahmed Ali, because Ahmed can shoot it from anywhere, and then you have Michael who can shoot a three just as well, but he drives really well as well. So it's a good combination to have out front.
Well, it's a high-scoring team, and they like to score points. But the biggest thing is, what are some of the matchups and the keys to be successful? Jeremy Schulman was on the show, but from your standpoint, you cover the sports, do a great job for the program. What do you think we got to do to get it done, to get through state to the national championship?
Yeah, definitely. It's like I was kind of pointing out. I mean, if Shaq Carter can play as well as he has been, Nathaniel Jack coming off the bench and being a big contributor, I think, you're going to see the defensive play the way that they can play, because Eli Abev and those guys have that confidence and that experience from last year's run. And so you think that they're going to have a really good defensive plan against everybody, and it's just a matter of who's going to step up and hit those big shots down the stretch, because these teams are all loaded. The state of Florida is just loaded in terms of basketball, and we have 4 teams in the top 25 nationally,
right.
And so we're going to hit number 3 in the nation, number 2 in the nation. You're going to hit them in the semis and the finals, and we just have to find a way to get that win.
Well, I think it was important, too, that Jeremy really scheduled very, very strongly this season, and I think now he's going to start to see the dividends on that. They lost to Vincennes. They went up to Indiana. That's a top-ranked team. But right there, to have that experience to draw back on, Mike, has to be really good going this postseason run.
Yeah, definitely, and he loves to say it. He played one of the toughest schedules in the nation,
right?
And he did that for a reason, and that's for this kind of time of year. You play those kind of teams so that when you get to this time of year, now you can go ahead and say, okay, we face these kind of teams. We know how to beat these kind of teams. Let's just go out and do it.
Well, let's talk and switch gears. MJ Baker, tremendous job, first-year coach, obviously taking over for the fallen Jim Grimes, and she continues to keep that tribute going. And the energy of Coach Grimes through MJ Baker, what a great run. 20-plus wins for the women's team. They're making a postseason push.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to see our women's basketball team back in the state tournament as well. And, they have a really good shot of going all the way to the finals as well. They seem to be peaking a little bit. And, we both know what their kind of key is. They call themselves the Splash Sisters. And if those two get going, they can beat any team on any day. But, we saw in the last game of the year, Claire Beatty had one of her best games, and when she's on and when she's doing the things, because she's like Eli Abev, they do the little things. She does all the little things that make it matter, and if she's on her game, that just gives them another weapon, and it makes them really tough to beat, because Alex Abu-Fagay in the middle is just really unstoppable.
Well, I'll tell you what, that post-presence play for Alexandrin, she is something special. She's really improved throughout the season. We've done a couple TV games, and you can really see her post-presence. That's big. That opens up the lanes for Mariah Bates and Worley on the outside.
Yeah, and it's one of those nice things to see because you have that inside-outside game that works so well together. And, you know, defense is really, you have to pick who you're going to stop.
Right.
And because you really can't stop everybody. And, you know, Alex has done a phenomenal job. She's got 12 double-doubles this season. And
It's
just,
amazing.
You know, really had a phenomenal season for us. And you know, she's going to be going, you know, high Division I. There's no doubt, you know, when she makes her decision of where she's going to go on to play. But, you know, that whole inside-outside game, and when it's working well, we've seen it throughout the season. When it's working well, it's really tough to defend and really tough to beat. And you know, I think that this week at the state tournament, we could see a lot of that.
You obviously cover all the sports and do a great job for the family here. What's your most exciting thing about right now making this March Madness? What gets you excited right now?
I think it's just kind of the travel. You get to go somewhere else, and you're just around the teams, and you get to really feel that excitement around the teams more. You know, I get excited about postseason just because it's so much more important and everybody is good. You know, every team is great, and so every game is great. And, you know, you start looking at a bracket, and you're like, not only do I want to see our team, but I'd like to see that game, too, because that's going to be really good.
Right. That's right.
You know, and you're like, man, these are going to be some great matchups to watch, and you start getting excited. But just being around the teams and getting that excitement that feeds off the kids, because, you know, both these teams they're just filled with excitement all week. You know, they just can't wait to start playing these games. And so, you know, that you just kind of feed off that and get you excited.
Well, I tell you what, it is a great time of the year. Real quickly, let's wrap it up here. Men's basketball, where are they playing and what it's set up like?
Yep, so both teams' semis and finals are Friday and Saturday. So the semifinals are Friday. Women play late, so the men play during the day. So I think 3 o'clock the men's semifinal will be on Friday, and then the women will play the night game. And then finals are Saturday, both at the College of Central Florida in Ocala. So tickets, I believe, are $5 for adults. So, you know, come on out and watch some great basketball because the state of Florida has some of the best teams in the country. I mean, it's just exciting to watch that kind of brand of basketball.
Well, I'll tell you what, stick around. We're going to do the sports roundup with our very own Michael Parsons. Stay right there. This is Inside Titan Sports. We'll be right back.
Create the career of your dreams with a degree from Eastern Florida State College. Earn a bachelor's degree, associate's degree, or college certificate in growing job fields like healthcare, business, and computer technology. On campus or online, you can find inspiration and success. Anything's possible where Titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Hey fans, welcome back to our final segment of Inside Titan Sports. Nice to have back with us our manager of athletic communications, Mike Parsons. Mike, each and every week we do a sports roundup, and what do you have set up for us this week?
Yeah, definitely. We went out to the softball complex and caught up with head coach Jim Badia, who, you know, talked about his team, where they're at this season, and we can check that out. Well, we're out here at Titan Softball Complex, and we're here with head coach Jim Badia. Coach, talk about Sunday. First, you guys had a really breakout weekend.
Well, Sunday was a great day for us, and it was March. So our focus was we play a 60-game schedule, and we placed our February games, we treated them a little bit like spring training, but for us, our season started in March.
And it was really a good start. And talk about some of the players that really did well. Nikki Pennington had a great Sunday in 3 games, hitting .455.
Yeah, and her slugging percentage was over 800 and a whole bunch of RBIs. But a lot of people had good days. When you put up close to 30 runs, a lot of people hit the ball very well.
Yeah, and it's an exciting time because you scored 34 runs and only gave up 2 in 3 games Sunday. And one of the big reasons for that was Jordan Lawless. And talk about Jordan and how she's progressed as a pitcher.
Jordan is probably the hardest worker of anyone on the team, position player or pitcher, and she's had some bad luck. She's thrown great this year. Everyone tells me her performance compared to last year is so much better. It's just we didn't play well behind her in the month of February, so hopefully we'll even that out. But yeah, she deserves a lot more wins. Her record isn't really, she's a lot better than her record shows, a lot better.
Yeah, definitely. In both games Sunday, she was in control from the first pitch right onto the last.
Yeah, she never doubt, and I think maybe yesterday one of her games was her season high strikeout games.
Yeah, for sure. She had 7 in that second game against Parkland. Now talk about this weekend. It's kind of an interesting start to conference season.
Yeah, I don't know of any other sport or conference where they have the conference tournament before the regular season starts, but for us it's good for a couple reasons. Number one, it gets us more conference games, which that way the champions true, 20 games instead of 10 or 15. It helps us know where we need to be to finish. Our goal is to win it or runner up so we can advance to state. And so it's good right away. We know what do we need to do to get better, what do we need to do to win. Plus we get a little scatter report on some of the other teams we're going to play during the regular season.
And I was going to say it's kind of good because over the weekend you get to play every team in the conference, so you get your first look at every single team in the conference.
Yeah, we'll get an idea of where they're at, where we're at compared to them, and we'll have a little bit of information on all 4 of them going into the home and home doubleheaders.
And that's at Palm Beach State all weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, we play at 2 and 6 both days.
So now talk about heading into that conference season. What do you look for to get better now as you head into the conference?
Well, I think for us, we've got to always play better defense, and we've had a lot of runners in scoring position, but we've left a few. So the good part, we're getting them on base. We got to set some goals on how many of those runners we need to drive in.
Well, you can catch the Titans all season at Titans Softball Complex.
Always great to catch up with softball, and that was a great interview. Now, Mike, talk about softball from your standpoint, how they're off to their season this season.
Yeah, definitely. Coach Beatty talked about it a little bit there in that interview that, they're off to, March was when they really wanted to get started.
Right.
March was when the season really got started, and they're off to a great start in March, and, you can really see this team starting to come together. The pitching is really good, and they're starting to hit the ball a lot better. And, they have a really good matchup. It's, what he calls a businessman special on Friday.
Right.
They play Monroe College at noon, doubleheader. So if you have a chance and Friday you're not doing much, it's a great time to come out and see the team because they're playing some great softball right now.
Yeah, and Jim Beatty, too, the great story when he was on the show to introduce him as the head coach, he only had a couple players, and now you see he's getting the team together, and then he's a program builder.
Yeah, for sure, and you can see that starting to build, and the team's starting to get some confidence now, and he's done it a really smart way, and that he told the team that this is kind of our preseason. We played some really tough teams, and don't worry about what the record's really going to be because we're going to be able to get that back in the back end, and it's going to be interesting to see they open conference season this weekend with a tournament. It's a little different in softball. They open with a tournament, a 2-day tournament to open conference season, so they can get some extra games in, that kind of thing. So basically you play everybody in your conference on opening day weekend. Huh. And so we'll have 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday. We'll get to play everybody in our conference. So it's kind of the first look at everybody, and we're going to come in with a record that people are going to be like, they're just another team. But
open their eyes.
This team could open some eyes this weekend.
Well, let's shed some light on the baseball team. How's everything progressing for Coach Tam?
Yeah, Mason Studstill is really pitching well. He's had 2 really outstanding starts in a row for him, and they got a big win last weekend against Indian River, so that's a good start for them, and they go a little non-conference this weekend.
Okay.
Take a little break from the conference, so they've got a couple of games. Kaiser University is coming to town, and then they play an Inspiration Academy on Saturday, and then they get right back into it. Next week they get Palm Beach State coming in, another good team. Their conference is really, really loaded. Every team has a winning record in the conference.
Wow.
And, we're 2 weeks into the conference season now, and everybody still has a winning record. And so, it's going to be an interesting season. It's going to come right down to the wire, as it always does in baseball.
Let's hit the links. Jamie Howe and the golf teams. How's that going over there?
Yeah, good. The men's team just wrapped up the Panther Invitational.
Right.
Placed very well against a bunch of Division II, really good golf teams. We had 4 teams that were in the top 25 in Division II golf, and we finished right there with them all weekend. So, Coach Howell has the men's team playing really well. The women's team is still battling that sickness he talked about the last
Right.
time he was in. So they're still a little light, but they did well as well at the Seminole Invitational, and so their season's just kind of getting started.
Right.
So we're interested to see how they can do in this first season.
Yeah, it's looking forward to having Jamie Howe back on the show. He was busy, couldn't grab him last week, but he does a great job. Let's talk tennis. Bobby Cashman was with us last week. They got a big match coming up.
They definitely do. Saturday morning, a huge match against Hillsborough. One of the better teams around the region. And, I was talking to Coach Cashman this week, and he's excited about this match. He thinks that, his team's going to fare really well against them. And, their doubles teams have been playing so well this season that it just gets you off to that great start that you need. And so it's always fun to watch the doubles teams and them really playing well, and then it just filters right into the singles. So hopefully Saturday we can pick up another win and continue that good run on the women's side. The men's side have an interesting match.
How
They
about
play
that?
Valparaiso, which is a Division I team, is coming to actually Titan Tennis Center on Friday. So that should be fun just to have a little Division I team in here and playing them. And so it's a good experience for our guys team as they head into their region here coming up.
Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of action, a lot of energy for Titans Athletics. A great time of the year.
Definitely.
Mike, nice job as always.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have for Inside Titan Sports. Catch us each and every week at the same time. For anything, everything for Titans Athletics, visit us online at EFSCTitans.com. For our producer, Rob Landers, Sam Hensler, and Michael Parsons, I'm Eric Kohler saying so long. Until next week, Eastern Florida, where Titans rise.